Step 1. Surface preparation. Clean your paintbrush by removing any excess lines, paint, plaster, and other excess material that may cause poor brush adhesion. It is also recommended to take out any excess mortar on the brick or wall. Ensuring a neat rendered finish requires the use of approved adhesive to bind corner beadings to the surface until even and straight. Next, fill out the inside of the beading with a small amount of render. Finally, use your finger to firmly press on the corners to squeeze out excess render. When excess render has been squeezed out, use a trowel to wipe away excess render. Wetting the surface to be rendered effectively requires the use of a wet brush or a spray set to light spraying mode. Step 2. Preparing the render. Preparing the render requires pouring 1 bag of render and 4 liters of water in a wheelbarrow. Stir the render evenly until stiff and lump-free to ensure it will sit evenly on a trowel. Leave the mixture alone for 5 minutes to activate its polymer chemicals, then resume stirring in an even and consistent manner. Step 3. Pouring the render. When working with a previous block wall or brick, pour the render into the joints of the mortar. This ensures a flat surface that is ideal for pouring a second or third coat of render. Apply the render on the surface using a steel trowel. Begin at the bottom of the surface, then slowly move up using an upward pushing motion. To achieve even thickness and consistency, you must use long and even upward pushing motion on your trowel. As you see any holes or fillings as you work upward, load these with extra render. Finally, avoid crazing or cracking by avoiding overworking the surface. If you must apply more coats, it is critical to scratch or rake the surface within half an hour of application. This ensures an ideal surface for succeeding coats. To prevent shrinkage cracks and ensure maximum strength, it is recommended leave for 3 days minimum before adding another coat. Step 4. Preparing finished rendered surface. Ensure that the final layer of render is firm by using a wooden trowel or polystyrene float to even out the surface of the layer. When aiming for a different texture, it is important to use a wet sponge or brush to use on the area. This will provide a swept finish and prevent damaging the surface. Step 5. Preserving the rendered surface. As cracking is an issue with most surfaces, it is recommended to spray it with mist spray a day after, and repeat this process for 5 days. In the event that the surface is under sunlight, you must prevent moisture loss and cracking by placing a cover on the surface immediately. Another way to protect the surface is to use plastic sheets. Just keep in mind to avoid allowing the plastic to touch the surface, as this could lead to surface discoloration. Step 6. Applying paint to the render. For those who wish to apply paint to the render surface, this can be done 2 weeks after the rendered surface has been finished. If oil-based paints are the medium, they may be used after 4 weeks.